So we're going to do a little sequence for this next bit where we want your hands to be staggered. So we want to have your left hand forward slightly and your right hand back. So you've got staggered hands, but both knees are underneath your pelvis. So we're just going to do a normal cat stretch to start off with. Then we're going to go into thread the needle, and then we're going to go into some windmill arms, and we're going to do 2 repetitions of each. So breathing out as you go into your cat stretch. So you're dropping your chin towards your chest, tucking your tail, spreading those shoulder blades. Breathe in as you come back to centre. If you want to go into that back extension, you can. So tail goes up, chest goes down. And then as you come back to neutral, you're going to take your back hand, so your left hand, sweep it up towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, you're going to rotate through into your thread the needle. Okay, so breathing in as you reach up, we're just going to do 2. Breathing out, thread the needle. Place that hand back down, and then both arms are going to come up, but your back arm carries on and you come into windmill arms. Reach for your back heel, look up at your top arm. And then bring both hands down, shift your weight forwards. I'm going to give you some options. You can either drop into a back extension or you can do a press up. So whichever one you choose. Okay, let's do that again, but with the other arm forward. So this time, right hand forward. So breathing out, we'll just do 2 little cat stretches. Okay, and then this time, right hand sweeps out to the side, breathing in, and breathing out as you rotate through. So we do 2 thread the needles, breathing in, and breathing out. Good. And then from here up into kneeling, windmill your arms, so that front arm now goes up and over, reaching for the heel, top arm looks up. And then we come forward, and you either go into a back extension, which is this, or you'll press up and you do 2 of those, whichever one you're doing, or you could even just do 1 of each. Good. And then back up. Okay, let's do that sequence again. So once more each side. So left hand forward, 2 cat stretches, breathing out. Breathing in, so just enjoying that mobilization through your spine. And then that back hand, so left hand breathing in, reaches out to the side. Breathing out as you go into your cat stretch, your thread the needle. One more time. Really try and slide those fingers along the floor, dropping that shoulder down. From here, bring windmill the arms up. That back arm reaches up and over, reaches for your heels. Stretch and look up towards your fingers. Both arms come back onto the floor. Let's do 1 of each. So we do 1 back extension. So lower your pelvis down, squeeze your shoulder blades back. So drop your pelvis down and then sit back. And then as you come forward, just do 1 little press up. Good, okay. So change sides. So right hand forward, left hand back. 2 staggered cat stretches. Breathing out to round. Breathing in as you watch. 1 more. So really enjoy that movement. Just try and spread the shoulder blades. Try and drop your chest. Good. Then the right hand breathing in reaches out to the side and up towards the ceiling. And then breathing out reaches through. Drop that shoulder right down to the floor. Slide your fingers. 1 more time. Good. From here, both arms reach up. Front arm this time keeps on going, so your windmill back, reach for your heel if you can. Reach your top fingers up. Breath in. As you breathe out, sweep your arms forward. Reach for the end of your mat. Shift your weight forward. Lower your pelvis down, chest forward, shoulders back. Back towards your heels. Shifting your weight forward into your press up. And push back. And then just drop back to your heels. We're just going to have a pause there. That was quite a long little sequence. So forehead down on the floor if you can manage it. Otherwise, make 2 little fists. Rest your head on your fists. And just breathe. Relax those shoulders and just breathe. Good. Everybody okay? Perfect. All right. Bring yourself into kneeling. Again, if you need some padding, turn your mat over so that you've got a little bit of padding. Bring those arms out in front of you. Think about just lengthening your tailbone so that you're not sticking your bottom out. Drop your tailbone down towards the floor. Increase the space between your pelvis and your ribs. And then you're going to take, actually we'll do 1 arm at a time. Take your front arm just up to level with your ear. Because what's going to happen if you take it too far back, you're going to start to go into a back extension. So just level with your ear and then bring it back down. And then take your back arm level with your ear. So just one at a time, reach up. So can you feel that you try to really open up down the side of your body if you can. You don't want to take your arm all the way back because then you just end up overarching. Good. Just do one more each side. Last one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to there and then we're going to open and twist. That's it. And then come back up, both arms right by your ears, just the ears. And then open and twist to the other side. Good. So breathe out and breathe in as you twist. Good. Breathe out as you come back up to the centre. Breathe in as you twist. Back to the centre. And then from here, just bring your bottom back to your heels. Roll your shoulders. And then we're going to come in to side lying. So you're going to come light on your elbow. So you can fold your mat over again if you need a little bit of padding. You're going to bring your knees together and your top arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling. As you reach that top arm up and over your ear, think about lengthening your bottom towards your heels. So you're stretching, you're giving yourself space now between your ribs and your pelvis. And then just release. So you're kind of moving, so you're moving on your hip bone. If it's uncomfortable underneath your hip bone, put another piece of padding under there, so a cushion, something like that. So can you see the lengthening away, pushing your bottom towards your heels, and then just relaxing. So you're lengthening one side of the body, and then you're shortening it. Just do that one more time, and then come back up. Okay, take your top arm up overhead, and this time lift that top knee. So elbow and knee come together, and then lengthen away. If you can, try not to touch your toe to the floor. So you keep the toe lifted. If that doesn't work for you, then obviously tap your toe down. So breathe out, breathe in. 2 more times. And last one. Keep your toe down now, and then you're going to bring your fingers to your temple. And from here, you're going to rotate. So taking your elbow down towards the floor, and then bringing it back up. If you want more of a stretch, you're going to take that top leg behind you. So as you rotate, you get more of a stretch. But for me today, I'm just going to keep my leg there. And open. And one more time. And open. Lovely. Bring yourself down onto your side. So make a little pillow with your bottom arm. Let your head rest on the arm. You can use a cushion if you've got one. Bending up that top knee. Grab hold of your foot and draw your heel towards your bottom. So again, another little thigh stretch, hip flexor stretch. This time pushing your foot into your hand. So make sure that you're not overarching your back. And just gently press your foot into your hand. And then release. And then we do that again. Just gently press your foot into your hand. So if you're trying to take your leg behind you, but you're resisting somewhat. And then release. Bring your top hand onto your pelvis, and we're just going to do some side lying hip rotations. So just do 3 circles one way, and then change direction, and do 3 circles the other way. Lovely. From here, just bringing yourself up onto your elbow once more. So knees can be together or they can be slightly apart. Take that top arm up and stretch over. And then once more, take your fingers to your temples and rotate elbow down. Breathing in, reach your elbow up. And again, breathing out, down. Breathing in, up. One more time. And coming up. Bringing yourself up to sitting, bringing your legs out in front of you. And just rotate your ankles one way and then the other. Before we go on to the other side, we're just going to do a little hip mobility drill here. So if you can bring your hands, we're going to do it with our hands to help us to start with, and then we'll do it down. So hands slightly behind you and out to the sides, feet and knees nice and wide. And we're going to think about moving our legs separately or individually. So the first thing you're going to do is rotate your left knee down towards the floor. When it can't go any further, then move your right knee down. And then to come back up, move the right knee first and then the left knee. So the sequence of those events is one knee always moves first and then the other one goes. So up and then over, up, and then over. So rather than they're moving at the same time, then one moves first and then the other one goes over. Just go one more each way. So for the next one, you can either stay with this, just with your hands to support you, or if you want to, you can try it without your hands. So without your hands, you really have to use your abdominal muscles to help you sit up and keep that upright posture and to support your legs as they go side to side. So you drop your left knee to the side and then your right knee will follow. If you actually bring your hands just out in front of you, because then it just helps to counterbalance a little bit. Oh. So you're learning how to mobilize your hips, but you can see how you can use your abdominal muscles to help support you. And the relationship between your abdominals and your upper body and your lower body. I'm moving forward when I do this. If it doesn't work for you with your hands up, then just put your hands behind you. So we're just going to do one more each way. And then come back to the center. All right, lie down on your other side, on your other elbow. So again, fold your mat over if you need to. So we're reaching up and over. Good, and then bottom all the way, hello. Up and over, hi. You're on camera, honey. You're on camera. Up and over. Good. And one more time. Pausing here. And then lift that top elbow. So elbow and knee come together. And then lengthen away. Elbow and knee. And lengthen. Good. Breathe out. And in 2 more. And last one. And just pausing here. Take your hand to your temple. And the foot can either stay there if you want increased stretch. Take your foot behind you. Rotate round. And then come back up. Breathing out as you rotate. And breathing in. And one more time. Lovely. Okay, from here, bring yourself up onto your elbow. Knees together, or you can bring your knees apart slightly. Top arm comes up and stretches over, so into that lovely mermaid stretch. And then once again, hand to your temple, and we'll just rotate here. So you can feel just propping yourself up on your elbow changes the stretch ever so slightly. One more time, breathing out, bringing yourself up to sitting once more. Stretch those legs out in front of you, just rotate your ankles.